Until Saturday.
Fuck, really? Shit. So, we're in a predicament where there's crazy winds and all that, and you're like, hey, you should have a better anchor. We have one. We need to pick up. The conundrum is we need a good anchor so we can get off the boat so we can pick up our anchor. But we have our shit anchor, so we can't do that.
We just got hit with a freak windstorm with winds up to 38 knots, and we must have been anchored on some seabed or something, because we slid 150 meters, and we've never slid that far. Anchored up here, the winds were 5 knots within an hour.
I don't even know. We were both so tired.
Yeah.
I don't know if we fell. I don't even remember falling asleep. But
that was not the evening I was, hoping for after a lovely day sail.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're pinned down with winds that have kicked up till Saturday, and today is Monday.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
There's always a hope, but Katie gets to sleep in the morning, so. Well, at least when the sun isn't peering into her eyeballs. We're sleeping up in the galley to be able to at least stay by each other while we're on anchor watch and help us stay warm a little bit. And the winds today, I believe, are the most vicious.
Don't listen to kids.
Are cute.
Have a mullet.
You don't have a mullet. You don't have a mullet because it's shoved in the pillow. How you doing with the cold?
No. It's not rainy and wet, so it's really not that bad right now. So. I mean, it sucks, but it's not.
She says as she's completely under every blanket that we have.
Well,
right now.
We didn't film that much of it, but Preveza kicked her ass with the cold.
Oh yeah, man.
Look at this, film. Look at all that shit. And it wasn't just cold, but we were getting skin rashes. I had a rash. Brian had a swollen foot, something really bad. I was close to making him go and see a doctor about, but it still sucks. But I'm just happy every day the sun comes up and fucking blinds me in my face. It sucks, but I'm grateful.
Now it's time for coffee.
Coffee montage. Maybe they're doing a practice?
Maybe.
I didn't get it, but it looks like they lowered a dummy into the water. Weird. helicopter came, and we've been here for a while, so I don't know if we were like in trouble or something. It was pretty cool to see an exercise in real life, just first thing in the morning before breakfast. Those helicopters are freaking loud, but yeah, it makes us feel very safe that they're practicing and diligent and all that, especially with the hurricane going on just north of us that we are feeling the shockwaves of currently.
The Halloween winds are here. They are a bit spooky, I will say. This is probably the first time since we've been on Knotty that the winds have been above 35. We just started hitting 42 mile an hour winds. The water looks crazy, but doing well. The anchor seems to be holding strong. That was kind of the weakest part of our game and what I was concerned about most today. But Katie and I watch a movie, and obviously it's a horror movie because it's a Halloween. They're watching Silence of the Lambs. You know, it's the critical part. It just gets super creepy, and then we got creepiness going on.
Yeah.
So. How was it down in the bathroom?
Scary. I feel like a ghost is gonna fly out of the toilet and bite my butt.
Katie and I, earlier today, when it was a bit calmer this morning, we decided to re-anchor, or take the chance to re-anchor after 2 days of being pretty solid, or having a solid anchor. There's a little bit bigger cliff. There's a little bit bigger mountain over here in the corner where we're at that I was hoping that would kind of, you know, take it down a little bit. I don't know if it is.
Well, it's supposed to maybe be in the 50s, so if it's down to the 40s, I think it may have.
Maybe, you know, but we haven't hit the hour, and what the 50s is supposed to come yet. That's next hour.
We have not hit the hour.
We've got 8 hours of this shit.
There's a dude fishing on the beach.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And people are just walking on the beach, like, I've seen dogs, like chasing balls.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the other thing. Like, when you're on land, like, oh, it's like, that's a pretty good breeze out today. But when you're on a boat and you're hanging on by a freaking chain and a toothpick, you know, it's a little different. It's a little, and then you just find a fisherman on the shore. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. And every time the wave crests, you just see a blast of spray fly so high from the severe winds. And there's just people hanging out, just day land people just don't give a fuck. Quite honestly, like, just that bit on my neck right now was just a whole nother level of frustration that I just did not want to fucking deal with.
Yeah.
With putting on jackets and scarves and all that, I just had to fucking chop it off. I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm not a long hair girl, man. It's just time. I chopped it off and then I got a mullet when I did that. Apparently. So, yeah. Next phase in evolution. From here, what are my hair plans? My grand hair plans for the future? I don't know. Get tired of it and cut it again in the future. My socks are almost dry.
And Katie's socks are almost dry.
Because I dropped them in Brian's cocktail and had to wash them.
Looks like we'll be heading out of here in the next couple hours to keep on going. It'll be a bit of a chilly night. That's for damn sure.
We're headed out. Katie obviously doesn't have pants on as usual. And it's freezing cold out here. The sea state doesn't look too bad this evening. It's not all blown out. Hopefully we'll make some time tonight.
Some time to snack.
Some time for snacks. Ooh, maybe a tonight.
Mocha night?
Yeah.
Was that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
It's like ESP weird shit, dude.
ESP.
ESPN.
A little bit more swell out here, but not too bad. We'll see when we tack how vicious it is. We might be heading right into it, but this is only going to last for another couple hours. Well, it's about 10 p.m. and this has been the passage from hell, I gotta say. We were dealing with some swirling winds and some swell, so we started up the starboard motor, and as we were going 15 minutes later, something like that, Katie heard a funny noise and shut it down immediately. And so it's the middle of the night, we can't check out if there's something wrapped around the prop or not, and I can't really do a whole lot of tests with the swells that are going on. I can't get in there, so, but man, I can't believe how frustrating this is right now. So, and it shouldn't be.
Important piece of the puzzle where we are right now, you may be wondering. I have the guy with the answer to that. Where are we right now, B?
Here?
Oh, you don't know the name of the anchorage or anything? Spain.
I did. So.
That's when you just zoom in on the map.
We're in Roquetas.
Oh yeah, that's right. I hailed them on the... Well, I tried to hail them on the radio.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's where we are right now.
Roquetas de Mar.
Okay.
Mar.
We had a bit of fiasco, which I think we will go over at another time, but we are anchored right now, and we are about to head hopefully for Gibraltar. The winds are good for the next couple days, and it's about a 1.5 to 2 day sail, depending on the angle of the winds. We're going to be going to a marina in Gibraltar, and if not, then we have 2 picked out on the way that are around the same price, and they also have facilities that will be helpful to us. So it's a beautiful, calm day. The sun is shining and there are no clouds. Well, there's that one. There are minimal clouds in the sky, which is great. Brian and I got to snuggle up and sleep next to each other, which has not been the case. That has been a rarity lately with sailing at night and whatnot. So that's been really good. It's crazy how you could spend so much time on a boat with someone, and being on different shifts, you still miss them. I never really knew I had that. Prefer Brian's company over my own personal peace, which not many people have accomplished. So
Last night on our sail, Katie heard the motor on the starboard side do something a little funny, so we shut it down and ran the other motor. Fired it up today and it ran fine. And, you know, kind of ran it for a few minutes, tested it out. So we decided to go into the marina here to get a little bit of gas to just make sure that we were covered for any weather that could be coming. On our way into the marina, I just made the right-hand turn to go deep into the marina, and the motor acted up again. So it completely shut down, wouldn't start up again. I gingerly used the other motor to slow the boat down, but still keep the boat's attitude pointed straight and not twisting back and forth. And there was only one spot that we could slide into and side dock, and it was maybe a foot under the keel. It was the lowest we've been, or the closest we've been to hitting the bottom. Katie and I had to wrangle things together a little bit to make sure that we didn't hit any other boats, because we were pointed into the marina and we had to point around, and that motor will only run for maybe 30 seconds, so you can't rely on it. So Katie tugboated the front of Knotty and spun her around as I was slowly giving it a little throttle with the port side motor, and we got the boat out of the marina. I'll be honest, I'm a little shaken right now with, all the things going on with the boat. There are days where I just feel like I suck at sailing. I look at the weather apps, I see what's coming, I put us in the right spot, and nothing works out. And I'm being a tight ass with running gas because it's money. Katie's, kind of in and out of seasickness with being in the Med and some of the weather that we've been dealing with. And now this issue. So it's got me a little shaken, and, I'm going to hopefully take a day or two and really kind of calm down and reassess and get my head back straight and keep the positive going that Katie and I have. So